Welcome to Story Time, where each night we share calming stories to help you gently drift into a peaceful sleep. Tonight's tale is The Stars and the Moon, a soft journey through a night filled with celestial wonders. So, close your eyes, settle in, and let the calming rhythms of this story guide you into a restful slumber. High above the world, in the quiet night sky, the stars twinkled like tiny diamonds scattered across a blanket of midnight blue. They shimmered softly, casting a gentle light down on the world below. The air was cool and crisp, the kind of night where everything felt calm and still, as if time itself had slowed down. And in the center of this vast, dark sky, the moon hung low, its pale light reflecting off the sleeping world below, illuminating the night with its soft, silvery glow. In a small village nestled at the edge of a vast forest, there lived a young woman named Alara. Each night, after the sun had set and the world grew quiet, she would step outside her small, cozy home and gaze up at the stars. The night sky had always fascinated her, the way the stars seemed to dance in the distance, the way the moon would change shape as the nights passed, and the sense of peace that would wash over her as she looked up into the heavens. Alara had lived in the village for as long as she could remember. It was a peaceful place, surrounded by tall trees and gentle hills, far away from the noise and rush of the cities. The village itself was quiet, especially at night, with only the soft rustle of leaves in the wind and the occasional hoot of an owl breaking the silence. It was a place where the nights felt long and the stars seemed close enough to touch. Every night, Alara would find herself drawn to the open field just outside the village, where the trees parted to reveal a clear view of the sky. She would spread out a soft blanket on the grass, lie down, and gaze up at the stars, losing herself in their gentle twinkling. The moon, ever present, would watch over her, its soft light casting long shadows across the field. One particular night, as Alara lay on her blanket, the sky was especially clear. The stars seemed brighter than usual, and the moon was full, its light so soft and calming that it felt like a gentle embrace. Alara sighed deeply, feeling the weight of the day lift from her shoulders as the night wrapped around her like a warm blanket. As she lay there, her mind began to wander. She imagined herself drifting up into the sky, floating weightlessly among the stars. The cool night air brushed against her skin, and the world below seemed to fade away as she imagined herself becoming one with the night. She felt her body relax, her thoughts slowing as she imagined the peaceful vastness of space. In her mind's eye, the stars grew closer, their soft light surrounding her in a gentle glow. The moon, large and luminous, seemed to beckon her, its pale light guiding her through the night sky. She felt as though she were gliding on the wind, carried along by the soft currents of the night, floating higher and higher, until she was among the stars themselves. The stars twinkled softly around her, each one a tiny point of light in the vast expanse of the sky. They seemed to hum with a quiet, peaceful energy, a soft lullaby that filled the night with a sense of calm. Alara felt herself becoming lighter, her body and mind relaxing completely as she drifted among the stars. As she floated through the sky, Alara noticed something extraordinary. The stars, though distant and small, seemed to pulse with a soft rhythm, their light flickering gently in time with her breathing. Each breath she took seemed to draw her deeper into the night, deeper into the stillness that surrounded her. The moon, ever watchful, cast its gentle glow over the scene, bathing everything in a soft, silvery light. Alara let out a soft sigh, feeling the last of her tension melt away. The world below was quiet, the village asleep, and the only sounds were the soft whispers of the wind and the distant hum of the stars. She felt at peace, completely at one with the night. In her dreamlike state, Alara imagined the moon speaking to her in a soft, soothing voice. "Rest, dear one," the moon seemed to say, its light washing over her like a lullaby. "The night is long, and there is no need to hurry. Let the stars guide you, let the sky cradle you, and let yourself be still." Alara smiled to herself, her eyes heavy with sleep. The moon's words were like a balm to her soul, soothing her worries and easing her mind. She felt herself sinking deeper into the night, her thoughts becoming softer, her breathing slower. The stars continued to twinkle softly around her, their gentle light guiding her into a state of perfect calm. Time seemed to lose all meaning as Alara lay there, drifting in and out of sleep. The stars danced above her, the moon watching over her, and the night stretched on, peaceful and still. The world was quiet, the air cool and refreshing, and Alara felt as though she could stay in this peaceful place forever. As the night wore on, the moon began its slow descent toward the horizon, its light growing softer as the first hints of dawn appeared on the edge of the sky. The stars, too, began to fade, their light dimming as the night gave way to the coming day. But even as the sky lightened, the peace of the night lingered, wrapping Alara in its gentle embrace. Alara stirred slightly, her eyes fluttering open as she gazed up at the sky. The stars were still there, though faint, and the moon was a sliver of light on the horizon. She felt a deep sense of contentment, her body relaxed and her mind at ease. The night had given her its gift of peace, and she knew that she could carry that peace with her into the day ahead. With a soft sigh, Alara sat up, her blankets still warm beneath her. The world around her was waking up, the birds beginning to sing, the trees rustling gently in the morning breeze, but the peace of the night still lingered in the air. Alara smiled to herself, feeling the quiet joy that came from a night spent under the stars. As she gathered her blanket and stood, Alara took one last look at the fading moon and the stars. "Thank you," she whispered softly, her voice barely more than a breath. She knew that the stars and the moon would be there again the next night, waiting to guide her into peaceful rest once more. With one final glance at the sky, Alara turned and made her way back to her village. The morning sun was just beginning to rise, casting a soft, golden light over the world. But in her heart, she carried the stillness of the night, the peace of the stars, and the gentle guidance of the moon. And as the day began, Alara knew that when the night came again, she would return to her spot in the field, to gaze up at the stars and the moon, and to find peace once more in the quiet beauty of the night. And so, we come to the end of the stars and the moon. May this story have brought you calm and rest, guiding you gently into peaceful sleep. Thank you for joining us on Storytime, where every story is a journey to tranquility. Sleep well, and good night.